thing I've been doing is with the tarpon fishing at nighttime, especially when it's windy like this, the water's choppy, it's a bit muddy and so forth. Then I switch over to topwater. Okay, I go from those DOA shrimps to actual topwater, a little bit more active, and these have been working out really well. Generally, I am a Super Spook Junior guy. And I usually do my two things is one, I get a light color, which is the white with the mullet corner sides. I don't necessarily care about the red heads, but it is what it is. And then I usually go with a dark version. Same thing with all my lures, a light and a dark. I went with these Bombers Badonkadonks. I shouldn't have. They just didn't have this in the color I like. I usually get this color pattern on the Super Spook Juniors. But I figured I will give it a try, so I picked this up just to have it. The problem is it's too big of a profile. These Spook Juniors are perfect for around here for the smaller tarpons, a little bit of the snooks and so forth. During the mullet run, this would be perfect. Probably going out in the blue water, going on top water for the bait schools, this will probably work out better. But if I would have liked to have the Super Spook Junior in this color mode. In that size. Also, what you can see is what I do is the hooks that come on these are those saltwater thin, I don't know what they're composite there, but they're not very strong, and tarpon will bend these. Even these smaller ones that I'm catching, because I'm catching them in current, they're jumping pretty hard fighting fish. That instant initial impact is pretty hard. And I was basically losing a lot of fish because these hooks are bending out, flexing out, they jump off and they're gone. So I do two things. One, I either rig it this way, which is, I pretty much do this with all my treble hard lures, hard baits I throw, is I'll at the minimum go to a single treble with a J hook in the back as a chaser. And the primary reason why I want to do it that way is I hate treble hooks. I hate double treble hooks twice as much, especially in a kayak. In a boat, I don't really concerned about it, and especially if I don't care about the fish, if it's going right in the cooler or I'm taking it home, I really don't care. It's not that big of a deal. I'll cut the line, throw the whole thing until the fish is dead, then remove it. But on a kayak, treble hooks are just sketchy. Don't like them at all. These are kind of small, and when I have just one J hook on the back, it's more manageable to releasing them, taking them out. But with two of these things flopping around, it's just bad news. So I always just either go to a single, or like I do with these, is that I run a double. And all that encompasses is that the hooks initially come with one snap swivel. Okay, so all I do is I'll get one of my secondary swivels, add that to it, and then attach it with the hook. I think this is like a 5/0 because it's a little bit bigger. I'm going to probably use this for more blue water stuff, so a little bit bigger fish there. And then these are 3/0s that I'm using for the smaller Super Spook Juniors. They seem to mesh up. You do want to watch out is that if you start getting too big, you have the risk of them catching on themselves. So you want to be careful that you're not oversizing the split rings and oversizing the hooks. But that's a good balance there. I still keep the action, and my hookup rate went from, I think I was 1 for 1 on the stock out of the package, and then after that the hooks were starting to get bent, and then I was 0 for 7 I think, and then I switched to the J hooks, and then I was back to 1 to 1 on hookups and basically landing. So definitely improved there.
They definitely like the top water, and these little babies have grown like really big in the last week or two that I've been out here. He's just faking it. Goes. It's a good learning experience for him. Okay, over here at the bridge going to the Geiger Key. I think it's Boca Chica Road or something like that. I forgot, but anyways, the bridge going to Geiger Key. I am running my light tackle spinning rod. Don't know if you can see that. I basically got my normal, I think it's 25-30 pound braid to 30 pound monoliter to a number 1 size hook. I've got a little itty bitty tiny bobber. That's just so I could suspend it and control the suspension of the shrimp. It's very shallow here, so I don't need a lot. Maybe 1.5 feet is fine. And then I've already went out and netted some shrimp. Some live shrimp in there, and put them on the cooler, chill them out, but they're still alive. And then I'm just going to hook them through the tail here towards the back quarter so they can still kick freely. And that's basically the rig. This is my carry around bag where I carry all my crap in. Yeah, it's pink, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. It works. So, I'm gonna drop this guy over there and see what we can come up with. Oh, fucker. Chafe me off. Number 2. Gotta wear him out so I can get over this. Whoa. There you go. Let this guy go. Dang!